for the Village of Woodridge on this Thursday, June 5th, 2025. We call the meeting to order at 7:04 PM. We ask our clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Martinez,
Present.
Trustee Kagan,
Present.
Trustee Annalise,
Present.
Trustee Nukavar,
Present.
Trustee Page,
Present.
Mayor Cunningham,
Present.
quorum established.
Thank you very much. This evening, I'm going to ask that you please join us in a moment of silence, but we would also like to dedicate our meeting in honor of our clerk Hennigan's wife, Barb, who passed recently. Clerk, our thoughts and hearts are with you and your family. And tonight is our honor to dedicate our meeting in Barb's name and on behalf of you and your family, friends, and neighbors.
Thank
Our
you.
deepest condolences to you, Clerk, and thank you.
Thank you.
Take a moment of silence, please. And now, if we move to the Pledge of Allegiance, I would like to invite our neighbor, Joe, to lead us in the pledge this evening, if you would.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, Joe. We do have a few special recognition items to present this evening. And first is a wonderful introduction. I'm going to ask Andy to please introduce our newest administrative assistant, David Allen, who is here this evening with us.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce our new employee, David Allen, who began working for the village just about 3 weeks ago as our new admin assistant in the admin department. David brings a wealth of administrative experience as well as customer service experience. He is also a longtime Woodridge resident. David has worked for Apple at the Genius Bar as a manager, as well as working in a technical support capacity. David continues his customer service career working as a manager at Lush Cosmetics, and then working for Creative Circle, working in an administrative capacity, as well as using his customer service skills. Although David has been with the village for a short time, he has very much excelled at his new position. He is a proven quick learner and is eager to learn as well. One major project that David is working on is our new agenda management software. It's going to be rolled out soon, but he's becoming a super user of that program, and he's taken the initiative to enroll in extensive trainings while also learning our current system. So he's learning 2 different systems that are both very new to him all at once. I haven't shared this yet with David, but I've had multiple village employees approach me to share their positive interactions with David and express their happiness in everything that he's bringing to the village. So I did want to share that with all of you as well tonight. David may look familiar to some of you as he regularly attended board meetings, and when he was not able to attend in person, he did watch the live stream. In his interviews with us, he expressed wanting to be involved in the community in which he lives, and participating in board meetings was one of those ways he could be involved. As you all know, we have a program in the village called Citizens Leadership Academy, and one of the goals of that program is to help shape future leaders within the village. I'm happy to share that we now have alumni from that group in our volunteer corps on our appointed boards and commissions such as BOPC, HRAC, and our Plan Commission. And we also have an elected library trustee as well as village trustee from that program. And now we have a village employee in David. So please help me welcome David.
Wonderful.
Yeah, if you would like to say anything, and I can take a picture, whatever you'd like.
I don't think I'll need a picture.
Would you have a
but-
speech?
Yeah, just a little something.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor Cunningham, trustees, members of the community. I'm truly excited to be joining a team that is dedicated to serving a vibrant and growing community. I've lived in Woodridge since 1983, 84, so I'm a longtime resident. I look forward to supporting the village's work and continuing the continued success of Woodridge. So thank you for your very warm welcome. Appreciate it. Thrilled to be here.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your kind words, and you just jumped right in. I know that myself, I called and I think it was day 3 when
I'm scrappy.
No. But welcome from all of us on behalf of your village colleagues here, the village board and myself, our community. We thank you for your enthusiasm, your kindness, and like that, you use the word scrappy. I would say honestly, just initiative and really wanting to do good work. So thank you so much and welcome to the village of Woodridge.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Congratulations to you, David. Thank you. And then tonight we do have 2 proclamations, and I've asked Trustee Antilles to read one of those, please. And this is for Pride Month, the LGBTQ and Pride Month. Trustee Antilles?
Thank you, Mayor. Whereas our nation was founded on the principle of equal rights for all people, but the fulfillment of this promise has been long in coming for many Americans. Some of the most inspiring moments in our history have arisen from the various civil rights movements that have brought one group after another from the margins to the mainstream of American society. And whereas in the movement toward equal rights for LGBTQ+ people, a historic turning point occurred on June 28, 1969 in New York City with the onset of the Stonewall riots. During these riots, LGBTQ+ citizens rose up and fought against the discriminatory criminal laws that have since been declared unconstitutional. Whereas LGBTQ+ pride celebrations have taken place around the country every June to honor and commemorate the LGBTQ+ community. And we acknowledge that the LGBTQ+ community has faced and continues to face discrimination, including restricted rights, challenges assessing healthcare, and other social services. And whereas we honor and support our LGBTQ+ neighbors and community's right to live their lives every day. As we celebrate Pride across the community, we continue to support equal rights for all with kindness and compassion. Now, therefore, Gina Cunningham, Mayor of the Village of Woodridge, DuPage, Will, and Cook Counties, Illinois, in recognition of the contributions of LGBTQ+ people in our community, do hereby proclaim June 2025 as LGBTQ+ Pride Month and encourage our neighbors to reflect on the ongoing struggle for equality for the LGBTQ+ community.
Thank you very much, Trustee Antilles, and we do have the proclamation here, and we will post this up in the administration, just in the office there. Thank you. And Trustee Kagan is going to be reading the proclamation for Juneteenth Day, please. Trustee Kagan?
Whereas Juneteenth, or Juneteenth National Independence Day, honors and commemorates the observance of the end of slavery in the United States and is observed annually on June 19th. And whereas President Abraham Lincoln declared, "In giving freedom, we assure freedom to the free." Therefore, on January 1st, 1863, President Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, declaring that all persons held as slaves within any state or designated part of a state, the people whereof shall be in rebellion against the United States, shall be then henceforth and forever free. Whereas President Lincoln believed slavery to be in violation of the principles of the Declaration of Independence, and the abolition represented a new birth of freedom for the United States of America. And whereas more than 2 years would pass before such news reached African Americans living in the South, when on June 19th, 1865, Union Major Gordon Granger and his regiment arrived in Galveston, Texas, and spread the word that slavery had been abolished. In the following years, the first official Juneteenth celebration, Jubilee Day, took place and has continued across the United States throughout the years. Whereas Juneteenth is the oldest nationally celebrated commemoration of the end of slavery, and whereas the guiding principles of our Declaration of Independence and that all men are created equal, we proudly honor and recognize and celebrate the spirit of hope of our African American history and the significant contributions and impacts throughout the United States. Now, therefore, I, Gina Cunningham, Mayor of the Village of Woodridge, DuPage, Will, and Cook Counties, Illinois, in recognition of Juneteenth, do hereby proclaim June 19th, 2025 as Juneteenth Day and encourage all neighbors to honor and celebrate the significance of Juneteenth in American history today.
Thank you very much, Trustee Kagan. We do have the proclamation here. And Joe, I'm wondering if these belong with the Human Relations Advisory Committee members. Would you like to take them? Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for your service on our HRAC. And it is an honor to share these with you. All that you do. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll now move to comments from the public. First, we would pause to acknowledge any written public comments that have been received prior to our meeting that do not relate to tonight's agenda. And if so, we would enter those into the public record. We're going to check with our administrator.
Thank you, Mayor Cunningham. We have a few here. One is from Mohammed Ayub. And next is from Amy Williams. And then finally, Marianne Castro Palianic. And we have entered those into the public record, and the board has received copies prior to this meeting. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you. Now going to ask if there is anyone here with us this evening that would like to comment on items that are not related to tonight's agenda. And if so, we would invite you up to the podium and you can address the village board. Seeing no one, we'll go ahead and move on. These would be items that are related to tonight's agenda. Going to pause to acknowledge any written public comments that have been received prior to the meeting that do appear on tonight's agenda. And if so, we would enter those into the public record. Administrator Stonich.
Thank you, Mayor. We have not received any prior
Okay,
comments.
thank you. Thank you very much. Going to now ask if there's any members of our public here this evening that would like to address the village board on items that do appear on tonight's agenda. Okay, seeing no one, we will go ahead and move on. Thank you all for being here again. We will move to our omnibus this evening. Going to please ask for a motion to approve items A and the acceptance of B and C. A motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Page. A second.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Neckebar. Is there a request for any of the items to be separately considered? Hearing none, going to ask our administrator to please read the items that do appear on our agenda.
Thank you, Mayor. Members of the board, good evening. Item A, ordinance 2025-20, an ordinance authorizing the disposal of personal property owned by the Village of Woodridge. And then item B and C are prior board meeting minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Going to ask our clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Kagan.
Aye.
Trustee Annalise.
Aye.
Trustee Knucklevar.
Aye.
Trustee Page.
Aye.
Trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you all. Under the mayor's report, there is an item that I do want to make sure that everyone knows and should know. We invite everyone to our 40th anniversary Jubilee, which is next week. It's hard to imagine that next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, this whole area changes the looks. We have a huge carnival. It's just a wonderful community festival. There's something for everyone, first of all. So our entire community is always welcome. Please do check out the Village of Woodridge website and see all the activities. You can also look at the Park District. We, like I said, for 40 years have celebrated kind of the kickoff to summer in such a great way. And, so it has, like I said, something for everyone, from bingo to food, the carnival for kids, music, just fun for everyone. And we sure hope to see everyone there. So please check us out. And like I said, I'm going to be looking, so hopefully you'll see me there and I get to see you along with the rest of us. Also, I did have something that was just dropped off this evening, and I do want to read it. And it is a veteran here in Woodridge who does a lot for other veterans. And he dropped off, and I'm going to send so everyone can see it, and I will send it around. It is very nice, and it really is in honor of every veteran, but also our VFW. And it says, "Our flag is a symbol of courage, love, and devotion to our great land. Its red stripes remind us of the blood our comrades have shed in many wars, in many lands. Its white stripes speak of peace, for every veteran seeks peace. The blue field reminds us of the blue sky above and our freedoms, which we so greatly enjoy. Veterans honor our flag, and they hope that all of us will honor our flag as well. America is the home of the free because of the brave. So thank you, Carm, for giving this to the Village of Woodridge and our local Woodridge Memorial Post 1578 of our VFW. We will be sure to have this prominently displayed, but I thought it was important to Rita this tonight, and also we will be sharing it. So I'm going to pass this along to our administrator, and thank you very much. Yep. And if everyone would take a look at it, please. And that is my report. Administrator Stonich, your report, please.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. First item A is Resolution 2025-63. It's a resolution authorizing the mayor and village clerk to enter into a license agreement for the use of the village right-of-way. This license would be extended to Lumos Fiber of Illinois for the distribution of fiber throughout the village. And Alan Routh, representative of Lumos, is here this evening for any questions that you might have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we have before us, I'm going to ask for a motion to approve Resolution 2025-63, please.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Anteles. A second?
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Martinez. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Kagan.
Aye.
Trustee Anteles.
Aye.
Trustee Nekovar.
Aye.
Trustee Page.
Abstain.
Trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, item B, ordinance 2025-21. It's an ordinance authorizing the establishment of a tax increment financing interested parties registry. And if I may, Mayor, there's a statement that we would like to read into the record regarding this ordinance item for the minutes. It reads as follows. A public meeting of the Village of Woodridge regarding the proposed 75th Street Corridor Tax Increment Financing District is to be held on Thursday, July 17th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in the Village Boardroom at 5 Plaza Drive, Woodridge, Illinois, 60517. The purpose of the public meeting is to enable the village to advise the public, taxing districts having real property in the redevelopment project area, taxpayers who own property in the redevelopment project area, and residents in the area to the village's possible intent to prepare a TIF district redevelopment plan, projects, and a redevelopment project area, and to receive public comment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Going to ask for a motion, please, to approve ordinance 2025-21, please.
So moved.
Thank you, Trustee Page. And a second? Thank you, Trustee Kagan. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Anteles.
Aye.
Trustee Nekovar.
Aye.
Trustee Page.
Aye.
Trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Trustee Kagan.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, item C, Resolution 2025-64. A resolution authorizing the mayor and clerk to accept a certain grant of and temporary easement. This is in relation to 1234 Gulfview Drive for a storm sewer repair project.
Thank you very much. If I could please have a motion to approve Resolution 2025-64.
So moved.
Thank you. And a second, please.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Nekovar.
Aye.
Trustee Page.
Aye.
Trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Trustee Kagan.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Last item D, Resolution 2025-65, a resolution authorizing the mayor and clerk to accept a certain grant of and temporary easement at 1236 Gulfview Drive. This is also regarding the storm sewer repair project.
Thank you very much. If I could please have a motion to approve Resolution 2025-65.
So moved.
Thank you, trustee Martinez. A second?
Second.
Thank you, trustee Page. Any discussion on this item? Our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Page.
Aye.
Trustee Martinez. Trustee Kagan.
Aye.
Trustee Annalise.
Aye.
Trustee Nekelvar.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, everyone. With no other further business to discuss this evening, I'm going to ask for a motion, please, to adjourn our regular meeting of the village board. A motion? Thank you. Second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The meeting is adjourned. We thank you all for being here. The time is 7:24 p.m. Please take good care, and we hope to see you